Hello and welcome back to the channel, where today we have the Tycoon news for the month of July 2018. We'll be going over the announcements, the developer updates, and the game updates in today's video. For a list of all the features and topics talked about, you can find them all in the description below for your reference. Firstly, we have Production Line. It's had its first update of the month, update 1.5.4. It features many improvements, being some GUI fixes and balancing updates. It has many bug fixes, and it also has the introduction of a larger map. The previous largest map in the game was one called Provicio, and the new one called Detroit is now 216% larger than the previous map, which is a humongous increase when you think about it. It is of course going to allow you to have a much larger factory with much more equipment, allowing you to have just double the amount of enjoyment out of building your factory. But of course this is down to the fact the developer has been pushing many optimization updates in the past couple months, so you can have more on screen and more working in the background at once with less lag. Besides this, there is a new discount feature that was added to the showroom menu. This is allowing you to discount items that you can't sell quick enough, maybe. Maybe you've got a backlog of cars that you want to sell faster, or just get out of the door. This should help with that. Moving along to Startup Freak. Startup Freak has received its first devlog in many months, and it went into great detail on why there's been no updates, patches, or fixes in the past 2 months. In short, the developer decided that he would take a short break after 2.5 years of development work on the game. To be honest, I would have done the same. But anyway, he is now dedicated back to working on many updates of the game. Currently, he's working on a more informational UI, which can hopefully help the players know more about what's going on and know more about what to do, what they see. There's also a couple new features, one being that you can patent features so that other companies can't use them, and if you do not patent such a feature, then another company might use them, and then of course you're not special anymore. Is basically the gist of it. These features should make their way to the game by the end of August. If you want to see more detail on this topic or any of the other topics discussed in the video, you can find links for all of them down below. Moving along to Tech Executive Tycoon, which is slated for release this coming December and is nearing completion. With many final features being polished, the latest update goes into great detail on the video game studio management controls, basically allowing you to create and manage a game studio alongside all the other features in the game. Alongside that, there was a couple updates on the UI that are just coming before release, and the final thing that was mentioned was the addition of computer and console building being implemented into the game, allowing your tech company to produce computer components, computer consoles, the software for the consoles, and it's looking like a very promising game with many features that a lot of people enjoy from other similar games. But yes. Moving along to Gunsmith, which recently got a fairly substantial developer update about how the game is going behind the scenes and as to why there's been no updates since the 17th of last month. The developers, in short, decided again to take a short break after having worked tirelessly pre-launch to get the game ready. They mentioned the fact that their creativity had begun to burn out, and going forward there shall be more updates with the game. Currently this week there are a couple bug fix updates planned, but that is it. There's no mention of upcoming content apart from ideas. If you want to see the full thing, again there's an awful lot. I can't really pack much of it into a video, but there is an awful lot mentioned for people who enjoy Gunsmith. You can find that down below. Moving along to Government Simulator, which saw its first update in a while this week, with the addition of a couple new features while also fixing a couple of very big bugs that were in the game. Mainly the debt feature within the game was enhanced and worked on to make it A, more understandable, B, show more information, which is all of course allowing you to work on what you get in data-wise and give better policies, better laws within the game. Besides this, there was a new law added, the plastic bag ban rule, allowing you to ban plastic bags in shopping centres countrywide. Also added in the update were many new cheat codes to the game and some adjustments to how the crime rate works within the game. I'd highly recommend you go and check out this game if you haven't. I definitely enjoyed playing it myself, and of course all the links for this update are down below. Lastly, we have the hit mobile game Smartphone Tycoon, which is slated for release this year now on Steam. An announcement on Twitter from Rotary Games themselves details that the Steam Edition will include many PC-only features that will not be present on mobile. They say that there has been much more time spent on the animations of the game, the mechanics of the game, and on the gameplay itself in order to bring it up to spec for the PC gamer. Whether or not the game shall copy its mobile counterpart and be free to play is of course currently unknown. Personally, I feel they shouldn't make it free to play, but that's my own opinion. You of course can tell me down below. For those of you that have not yet heard of Smartphone Tycoon, given that it is not a PC game, it is a game where you go through the steps of designing, producing, marketing, and selling a smartphone in order to become the biggest and best person that makes smartphones in the world. Yeah. Anyway, that is us all wrapped up for the Tycoon news of July 2018. If you have any comments, queries, or criticisms, you can post them in the comments below, and any links you want to see are all in the description. But I shall see you next month with the Tycoon news for August 2018. But until then, cheerio!